Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Ma'am, can you hear me? I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you. Start presenting.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sanjay, and my a technical is Honeypot. And these are the contents that are included in my seminar topic. That is introduction, literature survey, functionality of Honeypot, Honeypot location, Honeynets, case study, applications, advantages, conclusion, future scope, and references. And firstly, the introduction part. As we know that the internet is growing very fast, which means doubling its number of websites in every 53 days, and the number of people using the internet is also growing. Hence, the global communication is getting the more important every day. At the same time, like when the internet is growing fast, the computer kinds are also going to increases. So we want to take some countermeasures, and these countermeasures are developed to detect or prevent attack based on a known facts such as firewalls and network intrusion detection systems based on the previous detection and reaction. Based on prevention, detection, and reaction. And the more you know about your enemies, better you can protect ourselves. Example, for military, it is important to know that who the enemy is and what kind of strategy that you are going to use us and what you're aiming for gathering information. And gathering information is not easy. By knowing these countermeasures, can develop more security for ourselves. And the main goal of the honeypot is to gather as much as possible information. Such information gathering must be done silently without alarming the attackers. And all the gathered information leads to the advantage of a defending side, which means information focus lies on the what are the patterns that are going to use and use programs like mobile codes. And honeypots are the exciting new technology with enormous potential for the security community. And the literature survey. In the first paper, implementation of a modern security systems, Honeypot Honey Network on the wireless network, where this paper is based on modern Honey Network. Modern Honey Network has been developed to make to easy deployment and the management easier and to make the honeypot more secure. Honeypots are used in study are Tipo honeypot, Glassdrop honeypot, and Dionia honeypot. And once the honeypot management system with the MHN was implemented, MHN is modern honey network. All the honeypots managed with outwit the attackers by opening ports on the server that turned to these ports into hoax and were clear to record the suspicious activities of the attackers. And the second paper is efficiency and security based on the Docker-based honeypot systems. Honeypot is a computer or a group of computer or an application with the main task of attracting the malicious agents. This challenge is creating honeypot is how to create an agile and flexible honeypot infrastructure. In this paper, we assert that regarding to the efficiency, containers are the more suitable for this kind of task compared to the other technologies. We are going to analyze the security of the honeypot implementation inside the based on the Docker, where the container includes namespaces, C groups, and the capabilities. And the third paper is intrusion detection using the honeypots. Security of the network becomes the primary importance of every organization to protect it from any kind. Protect from it any kind of cyber attacks. For this, traffic analysis on a network is done installing the various network intrusion detection devices. Honeypots interact with the attacker and collect the information regarding the attacks, and the attacker in the network collected data using honeypot is analyzed in various tools. And next, the functionality of the honeypots. To better understand the honeypots and the different types of, we can classify themselves as by level of interaction, by level of implementation, where interaction is nothing but level of activity, and honeypot allows an attacker. Based on that, we can classify it as a high level interaction important, low level interaction important. And firstly, the low level interaction honeypot, which simulates some aspects of the system, which means have a limited interaction. They normally work by emulating only the emulating service and the OS. Easy to install and deploy, which means the attacker activity is limited to the level of emulation by the honeypot, and it captures the limited amount of information. For example, if an emulated FTP service listening on the port 21 may just emulate a FTP login, or it supports some of the additional FTP commands. and it consists of a minimal risk when compared to the high interaction honeypot, which means usually they involve installing software, selecting the operating system and service that you want to emulate, and monitor the honeypot devices. And the main disadvantage of this low interaction honeypot is they log only to the limited information and are designed to capture the known activity, and also easier for an attacker to detect the low interaction. If attacker has a good emulation skill, then he can easily break down this low interaction honeypot. Examples are, and next is high interaction honeypot, where high interaction and import are different. Like they usually consist of a complex solutions. It provides no emulation, real OS and the services, but in the low interaction import, they provide the emulation. In this, they are not going to provide the emulation. The real OS and the services are being provided, and it can capture the far more information. Example, if one owns a Linux honeypot running on the FTP server, they build a real Linux system running on FTP real server, and it is considered as a more advantageous than a lower interaction honeypot. Two reasons. First reason is which provides a real systems to interact with the attackers, which can easily capture the attacker behavior. And the second advantage is the higher interaction makes no assumption on behavior of the attacker, which means it makes no assumptions and increased risk. As attackers provide the real OS to interact with, they can use a real OS to attack a non-honeypot system. As a result, many additional technologies are developed that prevent the attacker harming the other non-honeypot systems. Example is Honeynet. And next is like a by level of interaction has been completed. This is by level of implementation, that is production honeypot and research honeypot, where production honeypot is help to mitigate risk in your organization. It can be controlled by three steps, that is prevention, detection and response. Prevention, the first against automated attacks such as worms or auto routers. Mechanisms such as encryption, which prevents attackers from accessing the critical information. And the second one is detection. Detection is a critical, where its purpose is identify a failure or breakdown in a prevention in those steps where humans are involved in this process. And the third one is a response. The third and final way of the honeypot can help to protect an organization is a response. Once an organization has detected a failure, how do they respond? This can be often one of the greatest challenges on which the organization faces. This can be done with the system by pulling the system offline, which slow down the production services and analyze the what happened. And next is research honeypot, which captures the extensive informations. Research honeypot address this by collecting information on threats, and this can be used for variety of purposes. Used primarily by research, military, government organizations, by capturing the automated threats such as auto routers, and to capture the unknown tools or techniques, or to better understand the attacker's motive, etc. And honeypot location, honeypot location is where the honeypot can be placed. Where honeypot can be placed anywhere in a server, could be anywhere in the server could be placed. It does not need certain surrounding environment, as it is a standard server with no special needs. But certainly some places are better for certain approaches as others. Honeypot can be used on the internet as well as on the internet based on the needed services. Placing a honeypot on the intranet can be useful to detect an attacker inside the private network. Where three places where the honeypot can be placed is in front of firewall, that is internet, and DMZ and demilitarized zone, and the behind the firewall, which is called as an intranet. First is in front of firewall. By placing the honeypot in the front of firewall, the risk of the internet network does not increases. Honeypot will attract and generate a lot of unwished traffic, like attacker patterns or programs, etc. The disadvantage of placing honeypot in front of firewall is the internal attackers cannot be located or trapped easy. And the second one is demilitarized zone. Like demilitarized placing the honeypot inside the demilitarized zones seems a good solution as long as the other systems to inside the DMZ which can be secured against the honeypot, because like DMZ provides one extra layer of security to the organization's local area network for detecting and mitigating the security before they reach the internal network. And next is behind the firewall, that is intranet. And honeypot behind the firewall can introduce new security risks to the internal network. The biggest problem arises as soon as the internal honeypot is compromised by an external attacker. He gains the possibility to access the internal network through the honeypot. And the next is honeynet, like which is one of the important type of the honeypots, that is honeynet. Like as we described, these are the high interaction honeypots. These are the high interaction honeypots. Honeynet is nothing but like where two or more honeypots on a network which forms a honeynet. The key to the honey is mainly the honey wall. This is the gateway device that separates the honeypot from the rest of the components. Any traffic going to or from the honeypots first must go through the honey wall, which consists of three phases, which is shown in the figure. Like that is ETH0, ETH1, and ETH2, where ETH1, ETH0 and 1 are the what separate our honeypot from the everything. Where these are bridged interface which have no IP stack. And the third is ETH2, like it is an optional. And the main idea of an honeynet architecture means like if the attacker is working on the honeynet environment, the attacker will is not able to find this is a honeynet network, and all their activities from the all the activities are captured from encrypted SSH sessions to the emails and uploads, and captured without them knowing this. This is done by inserting a kernel modules on the victim systems that capture all of the attacker action. And next, the several key requirements that Honeywell implement, that is control data, data control, data capture, data analysis, and data collection. The idea is to have an architecture that creates a highly controlled network where where all activities controlled and captured. Within this network, we place our intended victims, real computers, and running a real applications. And in this honey we can see there are three types of honey that is generation 1 honey generation 2 honey and the distributed honey like generation 1 honey like effective of catching an automated devices such as worms, auto routers, like automated attacks. Second one is simpler, which is second generation, which is simpler to deploy and harder to detect and utilize the more advanced data control and data capture mechanisms. And the third one is distributed honey nets. Like these are the multiple honey nets deployed across a large network. The exponentially increase the information collected, which can collect the more information. And next is a case study where honeypots can be used as a mobile throttlers. Like it is described based on the fact that infected machine makes a lot more connections to other machines when compared to the normal machines. Using this approach to throttle the spread of the mobile code like viruses, worms, we know that like mobile code is nothing but like defined as a programs which transfer from system to system without with human intervention. In current approaches, if you found the system like making more connection, those systems are quarantined, but this doesn't yield a more advantageous. But this is designed to identify and vaccinate infected system, and it is based on a network behavior. And most of the like other technologies are based on the signatures, and this approach is unique and is not depend on the mobile code entering the system, but more living the system, something that is not recognized previously. And we can see the working of this model. Firstly, like for deploying these techniques, we need to install the virtual honeypots were on the most of the production systems in order to be more effective. Second step is first we basically it is to design a filter, because that so that all the traffic passing out of the system is monitored. Like using a TCP handshake protocol, we can state that whenever a system tries to make a new connection to another, like it is bounded and send SYN package to the destination. If we able to count these SYN packets and the limit rate during the infection, then we can accomplish our task. And TCP at the application level, a socket is opened when a connection is needed to be sent. Once this is done, transport layer forms the SYN packets and sends. If a corresponding SYN or acknowledgement packet is not received within a certain time, it resends a SYN packet again and again, and it produces the retrials that are done until it achieved. But in this case study, we count the retried SYN packets as a separate connections as well. This is not going to affect the results. And once the connection count is sorted, we need to figure how we are going to limit the rate. Flow diagram is showed for how to limit the rate. It is common observation that the machine makes a lot more connections to the system that is recently visited. This is also called as a redirection. Thus, the newness is defined by comparing the request with a list of recently visited hosts. When a request for a connection goes out, it is checked for the newness by comparing it with recently visited. If it is a new, it is directly put in a delay queue as shown in the figure to be processed later. Otherwise, it processes straight away, which means like a old request processes straight away. The control is established by the presence of delay queue length checker. If the delay queue length checker which increase dramatically in the case of virus or worm detected, and thus it will alarm the system administrator through the rate delimiter to throttle the rate of new connections. In the turn, updates incoming requests either not to be processed or alert the system administrator to take the suitable actions. And the advantages and disadvantages of this case study is it is easy to deploy when compared to other methods, like highly effective and non-legal hassles. This is it is based on the assumption that the systems connected to recently visited hosts that might not be true for all the email servers, and length of the delay queue, which means that there has to be certain threshold to the length of the queue, because during virus propagation it will increase dramatically. And next is applications of the honeypots, preventing attacks such as automated attacks such as example worms, and human attacks by confusing the attacker and making their time and resource waste. And next is detecting attacks. Compared to the traditional intrusion detection systems, honeypot generates a small data and reduce both false positive and false negatives. And it is used in a web application in the form of honey tokens, honey pages, and the dummy domains. And it is also helps in a spam prevention, by monitoring the open proxy servers and open mail delays. And next is detecting the countering worms by capturing the packets sent by the worms. And next is network decoys, lure attackers to the virtual honeypot, not to the real net, which means attracting the attackers to the virtual honeypots. And it is also can be used in educational organization and defense as well as in banking security. And the advantages of honeypots are small data sets of high value. Honeypot collections all the small amount of information. Instead of logging a 1 GB of data a day, they can log only 1 MB of only 1 MB. Another example is generating thousands of alerts. It generates one alert. Thus, it reduces the noise by collecting the small data. And the next is new tools and the tactics, as they're designed to capture anything thrown at them, including tools or tactics never seen before. And next is minimal resources. It requires some minimal resources because it captures the bad activity, and the old Pentium computer with 128 GB RAM can easily handle the entire Class B network, sitting as an OC12 networks. And next is information. which collects the information, in-depth information, and than the other technologies. Next is simplicity. No fancy algorithms or state able to be maintained. Next is disadvantages. Limited view. They can only track or capture activity that directly interact with them. And the risk is, for example, firewalls can be penetrated or encryptions can be broken. And next is disabling. Like attacker can disable its data or control or data capture. And the conclusion is the purpose of this topic was to define that the honeypots and honeynests are their value to the security community, and the interaction defines like how much of activity honeypot allows to an attacker. The value of these solutions is both for production and the research purposes, like which is discussed in the functionality of the honeypots. And honeypot can be used for production purposes, like by preventing, detecting, and responding to the attacks. And let's hope that the subject technology will be used to restore the peace and prosperity of the world and not give the world as a disaster kind. And the future scope is like it is used for the government projects. Currently, honeypots are used in the organization to detect the intruders with the organization. In future, it can be also used in government projects, especially in the military, to gain the information about the enemy and those who are trying to get secrets from the government. And it is ease of use. In future, honeypot which will most probably appear in a pre-packaged solution, like which can be easy to the administrator to handle it and maintain, and people also can develop the honeypot at a home. And next is closer integration. Right now honeypots are using with the other technologies like firewalls and some IDs, and in future honeypots will be used in a closer integration with them. Like honeypots will be used widely for expanding research in applications in future. These are the references. Thank you.
Sanjay, throughout the presentation, you were explaining about honeypots, types of honeypots, all those things, and honeynet, everything. But where is that you have explained how exactly honeypot works, or what are the technologies that is used in order to implement honeypot?
Ma'am, honeyNets ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಅದನ್ನ ನೀನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲಾಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹನಿನೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದು ಡಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. honeypots as a mobile code.
What is the technology that is being used?
Ma'am, honeyNets and like example honeyd and honeyNets, like these are all the example for and high interaction.
Okay.
These are based on the work on a low interaction honeypot only.
Okay. We are considering like, honeypot as a means through which we can empower the security, right? To implement more tight secured environment. How the?
Yes,
so what are the other options that we already have that's been utilized for many years now? What are the other technologies that you are aware of?
Like firewalls.
Mm-hmm.
Like firewall is nothing but it is established a barrier between like a trusted internal network and untrusted external network, and like most of the intrusion detection system like more like spam prevention methods. And in some technologies they are going to use some of the algorithms which is easier compared to other intrusion detection system. Honeypot is better.
So compared to other options which are available currently, how honeypot is a better choice? How can you say that honeypot is a better choice?
Like it is used in like all the applications, like all the advantages, like small data sets of the high value, we can collect only small how much of amount of data that we required, and it requires us minimal resources, and it does not require any fancy algorithms, like standard algorithms like a priori example like simple algorithms like brute force attack and Docker's container security systems. This much is enough for implementing the honeypots. We know like brute force attack is example for like trying the passwords like until we get succeed login. different types of password,
Hmm.
all the possible passwords. Like example, dictionary attacks, key search attacks. Ma'am?
Can't we do it with the same set of algorithms? Can't we use firewall?
Oh, yes, ma'am, we can use, ma'am.
Then how this is the better choice over that? How can you say that honeypot is a better choice?
Yeah, ma'am. Like complex.
What makes honeypot different from others?
Ma'am, like other intrusion detection system, like they requires a huge data and capture the whole activity. Like, but in this, where you can capture the how much of activity of the attacker that we required. Yes, ma'am, that's it, ma'am.
That's it. Okay. What made you to choose this topic, or what fascinated you to take up this paper?
Like I searching on the internet, like I got a honeypot, like which is not heard previously. So I want to learn about the topic. So
not heard or it is not known.
Hmm?
Just because you don't know, it doesn't mean that other people also
Like,
don't know about it.
ma'am,
Right?
I studied like little bit, like it's an interesting topic, ma'am. Like ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆದೆಲ್ಲ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಲೈಕ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕರ್ಸ್ ನ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೆ.
ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಎನ್ಶೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಕರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೌ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಮ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದಾಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಲೋ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಹನಿ ಡಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆತರ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಲೈಕ್ ಅದೇ ಹೈ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಲೈಕ್ ಹನಿ ನೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಲೈಕ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋನಿಗೆ ಅವನ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹನಿ ನೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. Like it provides a complete package of like complete operating system provide ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, applications provide ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, and functionality for attacking provide ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಎರಡಲ್ಲೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೌದಾ?
ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್
ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನೀಗ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಒಂದೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಹನಿಪಾಟ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸಮ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ will be trying to hack my system. So is it possible to control his intrusion to my system?
Ma'am, if you are using the honeypot in your system, we can easily track. But if you are not using the honeypot in your system, like he can track, ma'am.
Who can track?
Attacker.
See,
can track.
I am using a system. I am in an environment where my system is connected to honeypot. Okay. I have an attacker who is not connected to this network, honeypot network, honeynet. Okay na? ಅವನು ಈ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. he is sitting somewhere and he is not at all worried about these security issues, and he is trying to access some confidential information which I am storing in my system. Okay. Is it possible for us to protect our system from his intrusion?
Yes, ma'am. If your system is connected to honeypot, then definitely we can track him, ma'am.
So does honeypot protect the information which is stored in the system only, or the information which is stored on the cloud also? I am storing my details. Hello.
Ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Disturbance ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now you are audible.
ಹಲೋ ಸಂಜಯ್, am I audible?
Yes ma'am, you are audible ma'am.
ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ನೋಬಡಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಸರ್ವರ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈ ಸರ್ವರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್. 2-3 ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೇಸ್, if some person who's sitting on the other side of the world, if he tries to access data which is stored in my server, is it possible for me to protect my data from his intrusion?
Yes ma'am, like some of the attack patterns have been already stored ma'am. Attack patterns, for example,
ಮಧ್ಯ ಏನೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Priority and assign it to the right resolver group. So using data analytics, we have automated this entire process of automatically reading the email, automatically logging a ticket in the ticketing tool, automatically assigning the resolver group, and automatically also looking at the knowledge.
Yes ma'am.
ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು?
ಆನಂದ್ ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ,
ಆನಂದ್ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್, ಸರಿ. ಈಗ ಆನಂದ್ ಸರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಆನಂದ್ ಸರ್ನ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ನೇಮ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಬಂತದು? ಹನಿ
ಸರ್,
ಹನಿ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ನೇಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ?
ಹನಿ ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಸರ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಅದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಐಟಮ್, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಹನಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹನಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೂ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹನಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್. ಹಲೋ.
Okay, whether this is the new technology or what?
Sir, no sir, it is not new technology sir, like it is implemented from like 2007, 2008. It's still developing sir. From 2002, from 2002 it is implemented sir. It is a old technology. Hello.
Like whether this technology also include encryption of data?
Yes sir, encryption of data, like I explained in HoneyNet sir, like how it encrypts in the data.
Can you go back to that slide?
For this either sir. Okay. ಇದೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಲೈಕ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಕ್ಯೂಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಲೇ ಕ್ಯೂಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಲೇ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಲೇ ಲೆಂತ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ.
Okay. This is like encryption ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ TCP handshake protocol, like all of TCP handshake protocol ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ like all of their activities from encrypted SSL session ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಶೆಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ದ ಇಮೇಲ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಆ ಥರ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
Okay.
Thank you sir.
ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ? ಸಂಜಯ್
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ನಾವು?
ಹೌದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.